Yeah, he was English.
Figured that out.
He was a Quaker, and they were really heavily persecuted. And so he's like, get us on this ship, and we'll go do the Quaker shit over in North America. And they were like, yeah, get out of Europe. Do it there.
And then they built this really cool school that turned into
Yeah.
That was one of the first ones too.
I imagine. I think
Testing,
all the Ivy Leagues are pretty
testing,
old, right? Yeah.
testing, testing. Ooh, testing.
It is a night game. So they also have the
Number 3, Oliver Pratt. Number 5, Joaquin Nahinki. Number 10, Patrick Kalii.
I can't hear
Number
it.
11, Eric Sakalowski.
All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to
Thought we were
our.
waiting for these guys.
We're waiting for. No, we're not waiting for. We can announce the lineups while he's announcing them. We're live, yeah.
Let's do it.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to tonight's game coverage of Penn, UPenn versus Temple University with WHIP Radio, Temple's only radio station, student-run radio station. Tonight we're going to be covering the game for you. I'm Toby Derlin here
I'm
with
Matt Crispy.
and right now, games getting started. They're calling the starters right now. Tonight, starting for Temple, we have Jaden Jackson, Lucas Igarder, Tio Strand, Elliot Rigbert, Aiden O'Sullivan, Luka Lukic, Charlie Votel, Nathan Brown, Paolo Campula, and Alex O'Leary.
All right, and then Penn side, we've got Connor Dawson, Oliver Pratt, Joaquin Nahenki, Patrick Kaeli, Erickson Sakalowski, Malachi Neal, Marco Bautine, Romeo Dolan, Aiden Frick, and George Herbert. So how do you feel today's game is going to go between Penn and Temple here?
I'd love to see a Temple win here. It's obviously a Big 5 City 6 game, kind of inter-city rivalry, but I think, unfortunately, Penn's got the advantage in this one, coming off a nice win against Harvard, 2-0. Temple hasn't really been rolling recently. They have 5 goals through 10 games. They're averaging 7.5 shots per game, getting outshot almost double by their opponents. It's been a rough season for the Owls. This would be a big game for them to win if they're looking to turn it around, but I think, unfortunately, the way that it's looking on paper, Penn has a clear edge here today.
All right. This is definitely going to be an interesting matchup, but they all start 0-0. They all start 0-0. So
Any given day.
How do you think each team needs to come out if they really want to win this game?
I think
Temple needs to do something differently.
Temple's struggle all season has been getting stuck in their own end, just giving up lots and lots of shots on goal, and not really getting into the offensive side of the pitch. So I think if they're going to have a shot today, they're going to need to come out on the offensive early, kind of keep Penn back on the defensive, back on their heels, and get a lot of shots on goal off. And I think if that's going to happen, it's going to be led by Paolo Campula, who has been their who's been their leader statistically throughout most of the season. He leads them in goals with 4 shots on goal. He isn't up there, but he's leading in goals, which is pretty huge.
Hey, if you're leading in goals and not in
shots on goal, that means you're having a really nice percentage there.
now you're leading in goals, and not shots. That's always a good thing.
6 for 4 on his shot, or 4 for 6 on his shots. Charlie Votel is also going to be huge. He is their leading shooter on the year with 10 shots. But ultimately, it's just going to come down to keeping Penn back on their heels.
All right. Well, we got some starting lineups are on the field. They're huddled up. We're getting ready to go. Do you know who has ball first?
I'm not positive who's kicking off here. We'll see if they line up here, though.
All right, Owls, let's get your hands together. Let's make some noise for this kickoff. And let's go, Temple Soccer!
All right, looks like Temple is set to kick off here. Coming out in a bit more of an offensive-heavy formation here. Only 3 back defenders. It's looking like they may be running something with some more guys up in the attacking and center parts of the field, maybe looking to go out on the offensive here.
It looks like they're running looks like they've got routes. They're lining up on the half line like it's a football. What's going on here?
Well, they must be kicking off to start. It'd be a big momentum win here for Temple today. Coming off a series of losses, they're only at 1-1 in the season, and here's the kickoff.
All right, Temple controlling it on the defensive end, and they're looking to push it past half. And an early bomb into the box, but it's going to go out of bounds.
Out the back line, and that's going to be a goal kick. for UPenn. So they start out with a little pass back, try to take a shot and get into scoring position. It goes out the back line.
Falcons going to get a first goal kick of the game. Quick attack. How do you feel about those quick attacks? You start with the ball and you immediately give it up. Is it worth the risk?
I don't like it. I don't think you've been efficient enough offensively throughout the season. I think you need to work your way down, kind of push up your back line to put some pressure on them, and be able to be in a position where you can hold that possession on the goal.
Nice header battle here, trying to bring the ball to the ground. It's going to come down, and Penn's got the ball in Temple territory, looking for a reset here, and they're going to dial it back.
They're going to kick it back and get set offensively here.
Penn moving up the line, gets it down, looking for an attack here. Penn going all the way down to the corner. It's going to be a low cross, and it's in the and it's going to be saved.
That's a good save to start the game.
Great save by Neal, getting onto that ball, even though it was past the 6-yard line.
And we'll see him kick it here. It's going to be a booming kick into Penn territory here.
Got an attack going here, looking to try to get something. It's going to be stay in Temple's possession.
They kick it back from the far
and
corner.
Cross goes. Wow.
Ooh, that was a shot on goal from the far side of the field there. Saved by.
Don't know if it was intentional.
Saved by Falcon. And Penn's going to work in their own territory here, try to get reset. And pass across the field, and looking to get towards center field here, pushing up.
And really doing a lot offensively. Every time they get the ball in this half, it's all run.
Yeah, and they're moving around right here, trying to position and trying to get set up for a good shot on goal. You see their defensive line is pushed up to center field here, trying to apply some pressure on Temple. But the Owls holding on defense for the moment. Not really giving them any lanes.
Pratt.
Ooh.
There's Kaeli. There's going to be a foul.
And that's going to be a foul there.
Kampula with that one there. Aggressive for the ball. You know, when you're in a position like this against a good team, you got to have aggression.
Yeah, for sure.
Not a terrible foul.
And they're playing it really how I think Temple should be playing it here. You're seeing a lot of triangles on the field, being able to have two guys open to pass it to at all times, and kind of trying to work their way in. They draw the foul here, so they're going to get a reset here.
And an indirect kick. It looks like Kaeli's going to take it.
And the question on these is always, do you kick straight for the goal, or do you try to pass it to someone to set up a shot? And they're going to pass it to look for the shot.
Nice header attempt, but it's going to go out, and Temple's going to have control in the corner.
Wide right.
And are they going to call?
And I think they're going to call that.
Looks like they called a foul.
A foul?
Yeah, they're going to call a foul on that. It was going out of bounds, and Temple was shielding. But I guess they're going to call it on Penn, and they're going to send it down. Neal with the kick.
Yeah, so Temple will kick it from their end line.
Now, there is not a single person to the right of them.
And that ball goes right out. Almost takes out someone on the sidelines. That's our boss.
Lillian's got quick reflexes when you're down there photographing on the field.
Yeah. And so Penn's going to take possession in their own territory now, kicking it across the field. Are the backers trying to set something up, trying to get it out to the midfielders here?
Frick's got it, and he's going to get it out. Pratt's looking for, and it's a lot of playing with the ball right now. Temple's containing on Penn's side of the field.
Yeah, which is what they need to do here. They need to keep them back in their own territory. And there's a booming kick that is going to go out the sideline.
Temple ball.
And Temple will get it. And it'll be number 23, Paolo Campula, to kick it in, or to throw it in here. Pass in.
Nice throw.
Ooh, that's a good throw in. Lands
Down
in front
the
of
line.
number 19, Charlie Votel, who gives it up to Penn.
And a nice stop there for Temple. It's going to be a Penn throw in deep in the corner.
Yeah.
This is definitely where you want to put some pressure on.
Yeah, good chance to get a takeaway on this throw in and maybe set something up offensively here. And it looks like the throw in is coming from, I can't see the number.
Gonna come in, and Temple gains control of it.
Yeah.
They're gonna
And
kick it out,
they're
but there's
gonna
no one there. And that's gonna
immediately send
send
that
it-
one out of bounds.
That's gonna send it down. Penn's got it.
And a little better position this time. So working slowly here is Penn.
Still contained on Penn's side of the field. They're playing it back again. And
Yeah,
now they're in
kicking-
the corner. It's gonna be stuffed.
And it's going to be another throw-in from Penn's far corner here.
Good play by Brown there.
Yeah, and again, this is exactly what Penn needs to do here. Or what Temple needs to do here. Keep putting on offensive pressure. As the throw-in comes, it's a good high header. Temple pressuring on the sideline.
And that's gonna be Temple ball. And it's
Yeah, they're
be
going to call that Temple ball. Throw in for Kempula here. That corner. And the corners are always big in these games, big momentum plays. And
These are the scariest thing for a defense right here. It comes in.
It's a
It's
throw
gonna go
in.
to the back post.
they don't get the header, and it looks like Penn.
Off Temple. They're gonna give a goal kick to Penn.
Yeah, Penn's going to get a goal kick. They're going to take possession back. That was a good throw in there, just no one in position to get a header, to get a shot, to have that towards the goal. But Temple playing well so far. They're keeping Penn back on the defensive, which is exactly what they need to be doing. And we'll see Penn line up for the goal kick here. In the 7th minute.
Falcon with the goal kick. Same kind of interesting situation where they pull every player is on the same side of the field
Yeah, and
on the goal
it's
kicks.
going to work out for him. Penn has the ball, passing it around, trying to get out of Temple pressure.
There's a switch.
Far kick all the way across the field. Out to number 5,
They're gonna reset,
Joaquin Yuskin.
trying to pull it back. And they're gonna go right back down the line. Penn trying to get something going. Gets it to the middle, and it's gonna be right to Temple.
And
Jackson's going with it, and it's going to be and they tried to get it through, it looked like, but it's going to be stopped, and Temple still has it. Down the line, they're going to pass it back, and here's the through ball. Can Temple get to it before it gets out of bounds? They will not. It's going to be a goal kick.
Going to be another goal kick for Penn. And Temple just needing to clean it up. Can't be giving away too many goal kicks here, because that's a big momentum shift. Lets Penn get it out of their own half here.
They are pushing it.
They are pushing it
A lot of
really well.
attacks for Temple.
But you wonder if at a future stoppage we'll see Penn start to change up their approach and get something, because Temple's defense is playing them well right now. Holding them to that transitional part of the field a lot more, not letting them get into a full-on attack phase.
The kick is in, and the ball is going to skyrocket, and it's going to be Temple's ball for a throw-in.
And that ball's going to the stands.
Is that what it is? That's the second one. I think the band caught the first one.
They're giving out some souvenirs tonight, Penn is. And it's a throw-in for Temple.
No call. Another
And
bomb.
Another one to the stands.
They should have been selling helmets at the front door. I don't know. Jackson's going to get the throw in. And it looks like they're preparing for an into the box throw in, which is always useful when you have someone that can do that. Not an easy throw.
And we'll see the throw here.
Into the box. What a throw.
And it's headed up,
Still in the air.
and Penn gets it down. Kicked to a backer.
Great play. O'Leary's got it. And it's going to be passed right back up to the corner. And here's the cross. Temple, another cross into the box.
And it's stolen by Penn, who
Penn
kicks it
takes control.
upfield. Taking control on an offensive transition here.
Temple's got numbers.
Temple does have numbers.
They can't seem to get the ball.
And this is a good job. They're making Penn have to reset here, not letting them just have that run at the goal off the transition.
Here's the full reset all the way back for Penn. Swing it around. Pratt's got it. And he's going to pass it right to the middle. Herbert looking around. He's going to pass it right back. Dawson's had a lot of time with the ball in that back corner there for Penn. Now Penn looking to try to get an attack here. It's going to be tapped to the corner and across, a low cross. It's going to be cleared by Jackson right into Penn, and Penn's trying to get through.
And there's a shot, and that's a save by the goalie
great
Neil
save.
of Preston. Or Preston Neal. And
That was huge.
yeah, that was a good offensive there from Penn. That's a great job to bat that goal away by Neal.
Defense needs to converge on that. I mean, a free shot just outside the 6-yard line is never good.
Yeah, and you had him corralled in that corner there. You saw Temple press up to try and stop him, and they just let someone get free there.
Corner's in. It's a little deep, but it's going to be controlled by Penn.
Who gets it out to a backer?
It's going to be looking for the corner. Now, wow, that's a beautiful play right there. Penn's
Yeah.
looking to get something. It's going to cross in.
The center, and there's a header towards the goal, the back of the net. That's overturned by a foul here.
There, Neal went up for it with Kaeli, and goalies have a lot of protection. When it comes down to goalie versus player, goalies do have a lot of protection, and
so
they're
this
going to
is
call
gonna
that
be,
foul every time.
And this is going to be a goal kick for Neal here, his second of the game. And Temple is going to take possession off of the goal kick.
Jackson bombs it down and gets a through ball, but it's going to go all the way out the end line.
That'll be a goal kick for Penn right back. And we're seeing here Temple starting to let up a little bit offensively. And Penn's taking full advantage, and the defense is looking porous right now. They've let up 2 shots on goal here in the last couple of minutes, and one of them was real close to going in if that foul, or would have gone in if that foul wasn't called. So we're going to need to see them get back to what they were doing in the first 10 minutes of that game.
Yeah, despite the constant attacks, Penn has been very good on the defensive end.
Yeah, and you were saying before this, Penn's a phenomenal defensive team. It's not going to be an easy game for Temple, but here's the corner kick. And it's headed up by number 3 for Penn.
And they're going to fight for this one, and Kaeli's going to get to it. They're going to call a foul on Temple.
Yeah, he pulled him down. You can never do that.
Interesting call, seemed very two-sided.
Yeah.
You can't be grabbing on.
And it'll be a kick for Penn.
Neal's looking for something. Some communication here.
Yeah, Penn getting their formation set up to go on the offensive in Temple territory.
Neal
And
with
they
a great
boom that kick down towards the penalty
And
box.
it's going to be taken down. Temple's going to bomb it right out. Temple looking for an attack here, and it's going to go
And
off
that's
Penn.
Off Penn. Temple's going to have a throw-in on the near sideline in Penn territory here.
Kampula looking to get the throw.
And Temple's got 4 men back, and 5 down near the goal.
And it's a whiff from Penn, but it's saved. That could have been dangerous. Jackson's going to call off. O'Leary, no call. That's an very interesting call. That looked like they got to the ball first, but they're going to give a foul, and Penn's going to get a kick.
And Penn with a kick in here. Passing around with their backers. And they
There's a deep
boom that
shot.
out to their striker, but that's good defense from Temple to get it down. Looking to control it in the corner.
And they're going to call a corner on that.
That's a corner for Penn, off on Temple. Looked close, and it looked like Penn might have checked him into that ball a little bit on the way out.
And there was a bit of shoulder to shoulder there. He got in a little chippy shot.
Yeah, for sure. And if you're Temple, you're a little scared of this corner here because Penn's already had some good shots on the goal here. Kick is in. It's going to be knocked down.
It's still in the box. Penn gets it out, and they're going to try to get something going from the outside now.
Penn advancing on the goal.
Nice stop there.
And that's out on the far sideline. Penn will have the throw in.
Rigbert throwing up at his leg up at hip level right there. Gets the ball saved.
Yeah, it was a good knockdown to stop the momentum there for Penn. And now if you're Temple, you have to take possession back here.
Penn's got the ball in Temple territory. They're looking for something. Pratt is going to release it back. Neal Gets the cross back, just missing. Brown almost got a pick one right there.
And that's a booming kick towards the far corner of Temple's side.
Jackson fighting for it, but cannot get it. It's going to be crossed to the middle and saved. O'Leary's going to kick it out.
And Temple looking to take possession here. And that's going to be a foul, I believe, on you, Penn.
Yeah, that was on Frick right there. Kind of, you can't stop when a guy's running.
Yeah, I tripped him up, and Temple's going to get a chance to set up offensively, and they're just going to boom that one down to Temple's goalie. There's no one home to get it, or to Penn's goalie, and there's no one to get it. And Penn's going to get the set up on the set it up here.
You can't waste free kicks like that. You get a free kick in that situation, and you bomb it all the way down to the goalie.
I don't know what they were doing there. I mean, I guess you get it out of their territory, or out of your own territory, but you're wasting offensive possession there. And Penn's going to get a chance to set something up. A booming kick into Temple territory, and Penn is going to take possession. One man on two defenders. Temple gets it out, and the ball's at midfield. Penn kicks it towards the penalty box, and Penn has control on the sideline here, passing it around down in that transitional area, center field.
Penn has definitely had to reset a few times, which is good and bad for Temple. They're not getting possession, but they're forcing them back. Here's an attack. A shot. It's gonna be wide
and that's going to be wide right at the goal. Yeah, I just don't understand the decision on that free kick there. I don't.
He did slip.
He slipped.
So I don't know if he truly wanted to go far, but I mean, that was a bomb.
Yeah, that was.
You can't waste free kicks.
But Temple's going to get possession here off of that.
They're looking, and that's going to be a breakthrough.
2-on-1 with the
And
goalie.
a great save by Falcon. That could have been dangerous.
Yeah.
Votel was. He was almost gone.
Yeah, Votel had a shot there.
This is coming back to Temple.
And he hits it off his body, and it's going to be out on the sideline.
Temple ball.
Temple will get a throw in at about midfield near their side.
Temple definitely needs to stretch the field. There's not a single guy past this half line here. I'm not sure if they're looking for a switch. But, oh.
Yeah, and just immediately the ball goes back to Penn there. We're dribbling down the field towards the box. And they pass it. Someone on Temple's tripped up, but they have the ball back.
We've got numbers.
And they boot it down the field. Penn has numbers. Looking to run under it, but they won't. And Penn's going to reset here, deep in their own territory.
It's a good switch. This could be dangerous. They've got numbers.
Advancing is Penn, and they have it on Temple's near sideline, kicking it back to their midfielders. And that's a good cross out to the center, pass into the penalty box, and that's going to be out of bounds on Penn. It'll be a goal kick for Temple.
A lot of kick and runs so far this game. A lot of let's bomb it and try to get a run. I see that's what Temple's strategy is. Penn team seems to have more of a game plan.
Yeah. Penn playing a lot more of an offensive approach here, trying to control the ball at all times and just have options. And I think Temple just trying to play more defensively and see if they can get anything.
And they're not gonna give him that flop there. They're looking for the foul in the crowd here.
Yeah, off that goal kick. Went high to center field and then hit back.
And that
Temple
was a
has
great
it now,
pass.
advancing on the goal, and that is going to be out.
That was a great save by Pratt.
Yeah, it was.
He tapped that one right over his head. He misses that could be a goal. At least a shot on target.
Dangerous. Nathan Brown was advancing 2-on-1 with Penn. Penn's defense there, counting the goalie. And a great job to get it by Pratt to get his leg up and get that out of bounds to let Penn get into position here.
Directing traffic, Kopala gets it in.
And it goes right to a Penn defender. who boots it up. And Penn boots it in Temple's. Looks like their backers should get that, and they kick it back over towards Temple.
Temple can't shy away from the ball. I've seen it too many times where someone's leaning back as they step in. You got to lean in with your whole body if you want to win that ball.
Yeah, you gotta go all out for it, and that's a good cross for Penn to get the ball in space in Temple's side. And they're setting up an offensive here. Into the box, and Temple's gonna take back possession and boot it to their striker.
They're gonna push it here.
Pushing down the field. And that's gonna be out at midfield. He slips and loses control.
Unforced errors. They're deadly in this game.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate one there for sure.
Here's an attack for Penn. Stays on the ground.
And Temple is going to get that out of their penalty box, but Penn has possession again, looking to move in on that goalie. And there's a pass into the box.
Oh boy.
And it's a shot, and it's a save by
great shot
Preston Neal. It was a really good shot.
Sliding on the ground.
In between 3 defenders there.
And he got it on target.
Yeah. And this Penn offense looks dangerous. And I think for Temple, that's another booming kick into Penn territory that's just going to be taken by the goalie.
You can see the frustration on the Temple players.
Yeah, and they're just not getting anything going. And you wonder if some of it's just the lack of offensive throughout the season. If maybe they're overcompensating here, just trying to get shots on goal, as they have a one-on-one with 20.
Brown
in the corner. And they couldn't get anything off the transition.
Cross. What a shot.
Offensive.
It looked like it was going wide, but that could have been dangerous.
Wide, and that's caught by the goalie. So Penn should get the ball here. And it's a bit of a reset. That was a good shot down the field there. Looking to get something off the transition. And then a good job by Brown to realize there wasn't anything there and let the rest of his team catch up to be able to get that shot off still. As Penn has it at midfield, kicking around.
Yeah, winning the ball in the air is huge. I mean,
Yeah.
You definitely see a lot of people jumping up for it. That could be a deciding factor.
And Penn at center field, kicking it to their backers to reset a little bit here. And we see it kicked out 31 and 29, passing it back and forth a little bit there. Out to number 3, Pratt on the sideline.
A lot of times it feels like when you're passing it back and forth between your defense, it's stalling. But having possession of the ball is underrated, and it's always fine to just wait for something to get open.
Yeah, and especially against a team like Temple, where there is room to see if you're passing it back long enough. We've seen it already this game. They can let up some lanes, and Penn's gotten a few good shots in as they have it down in the corner on the far side penalty box there. And that kick is going to go off of a Temple defender, and Penn will reset again in their own half.
Jackson has made a few great plays on defense.
Yeah,
a lot of stops inside the box.
And for everything I've said, Temple's playing good defense today. Haven't let up anything yet, and really a great job of getting the ball out of their own territory anytime that Penn is on the offensive and making them have to reset a lot.
Time of possession is like 80-20 right now for Penn.
And that's a problem that Temple's had all season as they take back possession and there's just no one for number 19, Charlie Votel, to pass it to, and so it just goes right back to Penn. But Temple putting some pressure on Penn in their own territory here as Penn booms it down the sideline to the corner.
There's contact, and they're going to call it on Penn.
And that might have been a really nice flop there by Jaden Jackson for Temple. But they're going to get possession back here, and that can't be understated, obviously. And the goalie will kick it in here.
Nothing wrong with putting your body on the line.
And Temple trying to get something going here in their own territory. Moving it in the middle of the field towards center field It's going to be kicked down to the Penn corner. And number 23 is there to get it, but it's going to go out.
Just
He
off his
can't
toe.
keep it in. That's going to be another goal kick for Penn.
The attacks for Temple are always quick. It's always a quick shot, and it goes out of the back line, while Penn is constantly looking at what they can do.
Yeah, and I don't hate Temple's approach here. We've already seen them get a couple of one-on-one scenarios as Penn moves down the sideline. In the transition here, they have a chance for a shot, and it is going to be a little wide right. I think that was number 23, Paolo Campula, helping to keep that one out of the goal there.
That was right across the line. That could have been dangerous. That was a great cross, and no one was there.
Yeah, it was scary on the transition here, but Penn's now going to go on the offensive, and Temple's going to get a chance at a transition. It's a 3-on-4 here, and that cross is going to be stopped, and Penn's defenders are going to catch up here. And that's a shot by 10 that's going to go high over the net.
I like the shots. Got to get shots off.
Yeah, just keeping the offensive pressure is going to be key here. You know, you can't score if you don't have the ball. So I'm liking what I'm seeing from Temple when they have the ball in Penn territory. They just need to be a little better at getting it down there. Be a little more careful on these shots, on their transitional kicks, not just booming it out of the back line, the end line. As Falcon will set up for another goal kick. And that'll be into center field, kicked up high by Temple, and they're gonna head it around here. And Temple comes out of that with possession, looking for something on the transition, and that's gonna be taken by Penn and kicked into Temple territory.
The through ball is Temple's favorite strategy. Every time it's a through ball attempt.
Yeah, as they reset, Temple kicks it to their backers, and their center back's actually gonna come up and look offensive there a little bit. They have it out in the corner in Penn territory.
Great
They
cross.
boot it into the penalty box with a cross, and that's out the back line again.
Someone needs to be coming back post. That's his third. Is that the third one that I've seen where it's going all the way over and there's not a single Temple player on that side of the field?
Yeah, I mean, they need to be setting up these attacks a little better to make sure that they can maintain possession here. The shot opportunities they're setting up are good. They're just losing possession right after. As Penn's going to boom it into Temple territory off that goal kick.
Taking a play out of Temple's book there.
Yeah, and that's going to be out at center field, I think off of Temple.
Yeah, they're sending it Penn's way.
And so Penn's going to get a throw in it from center field here and have a good opportunity to set up an offensive again. And they've had Temple living in their own territory, their own end of the pitch this whole game so far. And on that kick in, Temple blocks it, and they are going to have the ball in Penn territory, and that's a really egregious foul by Penn.
That's going to be a great shot. What is that, 24 yards out?
Yeah, real close to the penalty box, so you do think about just shooting it from this position.
Well, fouls, I'm pretty sure, are indirect. So someone else has. It's not? It's direct kick. I'm wrong. Just got some information from our insider.
Yeah, producer Dashiell Hampson coming in with a correction there. And the teams line up for this kick here. And you wonder, I think Paolo Campula probably takes this shot, right? It's him and Lucas Egarter lined up to take the ball.
There we go.
And Campula steps up and boots it way high and to the left of the net.
Looking for a field goal there.
Yeah. And that one was not even close, unfortunately.
Got some
And it'll
subs
be
coming in.
subs in for Penn and Temple.
O'Leary's off. Rigbert's off. Noah Brown's off. And it looks like Votel is off. I don't mind the quick play. The quick play in the backfield. Looks like they're gonna send it. Moving everybody up there. Big bomb.
And off the substitution, a goal kick by Penn. It's going to be bombed back into Penn territory by Temple and run under by number 9 for Temple here. That is, I might have the wrong number. Number 8, I'm assuming, Lucas Agarder. And it's out on Penn, and Temple kicks it in. They have the ball down in Penn's penalty box, and that's going to be a foul on Temple.
You get the ball in the top of that box. I mean, there's not even, they're all looking for the best shot. You can't get the best shot right now. You got to get a shot.
Yeah, and a bit of a flop there by Penn, but the refs call it.
You're calling flop on that one?
I am calling flop on that one. It didn't look very high contact. He just kind of fell over. But if he sold the ref, that's all that really matters.
It could be some great defense if you sell it.
And with 12:50 in the half, it's a goal kick. Not quite a goal kick, but it's a kick into Temple territory by the goalie for Penn. Temple takes it back, kicked across midfield and headed back into Penn territory. And Temple looking to get something going here in Penn's territory, moving it back towards center field and across. And Penn's going to take it off of a kick that doesn't make it out to number 11. And Temple's going to take position back in their own corner here. And that is Jaden Jackson.
This could be dangerous.
Booming it.
Keep it in.
And it goes out. And if that stayed in, we don't have the substitutions yet, but number 29 for Temple was there and had a shot in a one-on-one. But it goes out, and it'll be a Penn throw-in.
Here's an attack. Down the line. Great give and go is beautiful there. Is that a corner?
And that's going to be a corner that's out on Penn, out the end line.
That's good. Good offense. If you can get a corner, that's good offense.
And we have the substitutions now up on our stats. Harrison Danridge and Rocco. Do you want to try and say that last name, Matt?
Hofglockner?
Hofglockner.
I'm going
Rocco
Hofglockner.
Hofglockner. I think that sounds good.
I buzzed it in.
Adrian Penate and Eric Hernandez all in for Temple. And that's a corner, and there's no shot off of it as it goes
Temple still got it,
into
though.
the other corner. Temple kicks it back. And
See, I
they're
like a
looking for
reset
something
there.
up.
I don't like going into the corner.
Yeah, and
And they lost the ball.
Penn's contesting that ball heavily as Temple tries to reset. And Penn on the transition now. We'll see how Temple does defensively getting over. They get the numbers, and it looks like Penn's going to have to reset this one. But
Still
they
going.
don't. They're still going. And that's a shot that is not close to the goal.
It's like a cross, but no one was there for Penn.
Yeah, and Temple gets it out to number 9, Adrian Penate, and he loses it. Penn is going to reset here, kicking it to their backers.
And that's good. And that's good. That's something Temple needs to start doing. I mean, the second that they had the ball down there, we have a bunch of people in the box, and we go down to the corner. I don't like that game plan if you're Temple.
Yeah, they're trying to play basketball and get points off breaks here, but you can't do that in soccer
Not as easy.
as easily. And Penn down into Temple's penalty box, and their goalie, Preston Neal, is going to boom that one into Penn territory. And Temple pressuring a little bit here. Penn kicks it back to their goalie.
It's going to go out.
Who's just going to kick it out of bounds, and Temple will have a throw in here. And Temple has made good use of their throw-ins so far today. We've seen some of their better shots come immediately off of the backs of them. So we'll see how it goes, but it is going to be Paolo Campula on the throw-in for Temple here in Penn territory.
I want to see Egarter come back and throw it right into him in that open space. I'm looking at too much open space.
And it's going to go to Aiden O'Sullivan, who's going to kick it back to number 2, Eric Hernandez. Who's going to kick it to Hauptlochner, who has it on the far side. Good cross to 16 down in Penn's corner. And Temple lines up a shot there, but it's blocked by a Penn defender. And Temple's going to reset here, which we haven't seen him do a ton today. But it is number 17, Luka Lukic with the ball.
Want to keep possession here.
Yeah, and let's see what Temple has drawn up here on offense, and that's going to be tripping on Penn.
That's a good call. More subs for Penn. 5.
Yeah.
That could be dangerous.
Penn utilizing their substitutions here with 8.5 minutes left in the half. And Temple's going to kick off the penalty. And these are spot kicks. I don't remember if that's the right term. Lonnie shoots one for the goal from pretty far away, and that's a save by Falcon there.
Those low balls right across the box are always dangerous because they slip through a few defenders. Goalies can't see them.
Yeah.
The sea of legs.
And it looked like a through ball almost. You wonder if Temple had someone down in that box to take that, if that's a really nice shot there. But as it is, it's going to be a goal kick into Temple territory, and Temple's going to boom it back into Penn territory. Trying to run under it is Harrison Dandridge, and that's going to be run out of bounds. And Temple is going to have the ball here with a throw-in.
No, it's going to go to Penn.
Oh, it's going to Penn. Oh, it was
Yeah.
out on Temple is what the ref signaled there.
And it was a good shield. It was a good shield for Penn. A bit
Yeah.
aggressive at the end, but it's contact
And
sport.
off the throw-in, it's going to be a fight for it, and that is likely going to be, yes, a foul on Temple.
Starting to get chippy.
Starting to get chippy. I'm not going to call flop on that one. That was
Bit of a
pretty
shoulder tug.
egregious, yeah.
He might have exaggerated.
He might have exaggerated a little bit, but it looked like he might have got his foot there a little bit too, fighting for that ball. And that's going to be another penalty on Temple.
That's now 3 in the span of 1 minute.
Yeah,
I guess 2. They didn't call the one down here.
Yeah, it's 2. That's about 3 total penalties if you count the one on Penn just before, though. And it'll
Still
be
the first half. Still the first half, and we're getting chippy. This could be a fun one. 0-0.
Yeah, 0-0. Temple's holding their own so far against a Penn team that has some momentum coming off of a Harvard win. And some substitutions here. Anthony Torres, number 12, in for Temple, as that'll be out of bounds at center field. And it's going to be a throw-in for Temple, who throws it back to their backers, trying to set something up around center field. And that's almost out of bounds, and possession's going to be taken over by Penn down the side here.
Careful with the shirt tugs.
Yeah, and Temple takes it back. It is Paolo Campula taking it to center field, kicks it to a backer, and Temple's going to see if they can set anything up here.
I don't mind the reset there. Get things going, get some guys up there.
No, there's no need to be overly aggressive and lose possession. That's something we've seen Temple doing throughout this game. I like the reset there.
Here's
And
a
that's
cross.
a shot, cross goal. And it's headed, and it looks like Penn's going to get this one out.
It's a fight for the
Fighting
ball here.
for the ball here.
And they're going to
And
call a foul on Penn.
Foul on Penn. I don't know how I feel about that one.
I thought it was even. But that's gonna be a great spot too.
Yeah, I thought a lot of that was momentum.
Am I seeing? What was that? Am I
And
seeing
that's-
cards? I thought. Oh no, he's spray painting. I'm scared there. All right, this is dangerous.
Yeah, this is a good spot to be in if you're Temple. This is almost a better position than a corner kick.
Hey, you could take a shot from here.
Yeah, you could take a shot, but you still have to watch for the header or for a shot to be set up from this position. And the shot's going to be taken. I can't see his number. Is that number 9, Adrian? That's number 8, Lucas Agarter.
Ooh.
And that is a great jump to catch that kick and stop any shot from being taken by Philip Falcon III for
That's
Penn.
why goalies get protection. They're going up there blindsided, and he got that ball. It was a great play by Falcon.
Yeah, that's a high IQ play from the Ivy League goalie there.
Surprise, surprise.
And Penn advancing the ball down into Temple's penalty box.
They've got numbers. That's
And
a great
that's a shot. And that's a stop, a save by Preston
We're
Neal,
getting chippy again. We're getting chippy again.
who's chirping with number 12 on Penn.
Little talk from Wagner.
Jack Wagner and Preston Neal. And off that kick, Penn's going to get possession back.
And that's going to be a card, and that was inevitable. I've seen way too many shirt pulls. That's going to be a card on Strand. Wow. They gotta take it easy. I know it's the end of the first half. They can get a reset, mental reset, but let's not give up something easy right at the end of the half.
Yeah, and this
Let's
is
not
a
do that.
dangerous spot. It's the end of the half. You're getting a little fatigued here if you're Temple. And Penn has it once again in your territory. They get a good kicking spot here as well from just past that half-field circle. And this is a dangerous time. If you're Temple, you just have to hold out for the next 3 minutes. Get this one away.
Great
And
double cross there.
that's headed by Penn and kicked away from the goal by Temple, and that's going to be out of bounds.
Sometimes that first cross isn't the one. You get a second cross, and that's really dangerous because no one's looking for it.
Yeah. And a good opportunity for Penn there, but Temple does a good job on defense, and Penn will throw it in here. And that's a kick towards the penalty box. 17's out there and takes a shot, but that's a great job coming up by Preston Neal.
Save. Oh my goodness, Jaden Jackson in goal for the goalie, gets the save.
And Preston Neal is out of commission because he ran up to take that first ball out and couldn't get back in as Penn got it across. But great defense there by Jackson.
It's gonna be a throw-in, not even a corner kick.
Yeah, Penn with a throw-in deep in Temple's end. And this, if he has the arm, could be a shot right off the throw-in. Headered up, and Temple's going to take possession and boot that towards center field. It's going to be taken by a Penn backer.
I like leaving one guy back. I'm not a fan of Temple having all 11 in the box.
No, you're opening yourself up to too much counterplay there, but Temple has the ball here, and that's
This
a
could be
cross.
dangerous. Can we get to it?
Oh, that was a good opportunity for a shot. A Penn defender fell down, but Temple had one man out there, Harrison Dandridge, who could not get under that ball to be able to get in position to take a shot.
Those low crosses, once they get through the sea of legs, they become very dangerous.
Yeah, and again, we see Temple real aggressive with the ball here. And we'll see if it pays off. It hasn't yet, but they've had a few good opportunities. And I think it shows they trust their defense to be able to get stops.
Lukic had to be careful, almost high kicked someone right in the face.
And there's 1 minute and a half as Penn advances it into Temple territory, into Temple's penalty box, just outside of it, passing it around here. And that is a shot that's blocked by by Jaden Jackson.
It's going to be a corner.
And that's going to be a corner for Penn with 35 seconds to play.
No one likes a corner with 30 seconds.
Yeah, likely the last stoppage here, one of the last stoppages. But this is going to be a scary play, and this would be big momentum going to the half if you get this as Penn. And you see Penn's goalie is up way out of his box on the other side.
Great save.
That is a good bat down by Preston Neal. And it's a one-on-one in the corner. And that's another shot.
And there's no call there. That's dangerous.
And that ball goes out as we are 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Temple boots it to midfield. And that is going to close our first half of play at 0-0.
So now, how do you feel about that first half?
I liked what I saw defensively from Temple. I'm going to say the same thing I said at the start of the game. They need to get out of their own end. It's been a problem all year. They've had a few more shots today. Well, they've had 2 shots today. Outshot 8-2 by Penn in that first half. And the time of possession has just not been pretty. If you're Temple, you need to start playing a little more aggressive in this second half. We saw it there in the first about 10 minutes of the game. Temple controlled the ball down in Penn territory really well. And they just haven't done it since. They've been really aggressive trying to get in just a full offensive attack, being able to pass it around and get through that Penn defense.
And I got to say, play of the half, Jaden Jackson with that save.
That was a phenomenal save by Jaden Jackson.
Preston Neal is all the way out 16 yards from his goal, and they get a shot straight on goal.
Yeah, the half 0-0 is a lot better than 1-0 game, and you have a chance to come out and take momentum. It's not you have to come out and you don't have to come out and get back in it. You can come out and take the game and run away with it still. And you have the chance to make those adjustments off of what you've seen. You didn't have exactly the right schemes drawn up in that first half. You weren't punished for it.
All right, so stay with us. We got a halftime break. We'll be back in about 13 minutes.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are here live at Temple Sport Complex. The teams are about to come back out. They're throwing out T-shirts.
I'm trying to get a T-shirt.
It's great vibes.
Give me a T-shirt.
Great vibes here today. Yeah, throw
You think they'll
us
me a
one over
T-shirt?
here.
They're not coming down here.
Let's see some love for the radio hosts. For those of you that missed it, though, score is tied 0-0 at the half. So it's been a solid game for Temple defensively.
Temple needs to be definitely stronger on offense. I'm not sure why they love this through ball. They possess the ball for about 15 seconds every offensive possession, and they never really do any resets, and it's going to be very difficult to score in that kind of mindset.
Yeah, and just outshot throughout this whole game. 8 shots on goal for Penn, or 8 shots, 5 shots on goal for Penn, 2 total shots for Temple. And it's never a good sign when your opponent has more shots on goal than you have shots by over double.
And Penn is they're getting good shots. They're getting high percentage shots. You know, you don't look for the best shot, but when you get good ones, that's always better. And Temple just hasn't been getting any good shots.
Yeah, and 2 yellow cards already for Temple also
2 yellows.
is of note. Yeah.
I thought I saw a card. Did they give a card? Who else has the card?
The cards are on Teo Strand and Rocco Haufglockner.
Wow. All right. So, yeah, it was definitely getting chippy at the end. You could see that there was shirt tugging. There was not really going for the ball, knowing you're going to miss it and still going for the foul kind of plays.
Yeah. It's been getting chippy. We'll see if that continues here. Obviously, kind of a big rivalry. And especially if you're Penn, maybe some frustration because this is a team that you thought you would stomp on. And it's tied up.
And
but
this is a big game, right?
This is a big game. This is inter-city rivalry here. Penn and Temple both based in Philadelphia. Yeah, Big 5 City 6. So bragging rights at stake here. You know, Penn. If you're Penn, you can't have Temple students pulling up to the Penn parties going, "We beat you guys in soccer." That's just embarrassing. You know, no one wants to lose to Temple, and that's no hate to Temple, but they have 1 win on the season.
I think it'd be very interesting if the first thing you say is, "Hey, we beat you guys in soccer."
That's how I pull up to parties. I walk in and I start talking about sports immediately. That's the only thing I do.
Oh yeah? Yeah, well, we beat you in soccer.
Yeah, the frat guy's like, it's $10 to get in, and I'm like, we beat you guys in soccer, and he's like, come right in, you know? Works every time.
All right, look, I think Penn's gonna get it to start, right? Temple had it last time.
Yeah, Temple did start with it last half. So we're going to see Penn get the ball here, which isn't great if you're Temple because the big thing that you've struggled with is possession of the ball.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what Penn can do with it. It looks like they're gonna start slow, try to possess. We'll see if Temple can get a quick steal.
Yeah, and we apologize. It is windy out here at the sports complex. You may be hearing some of that come over the broadcast. And it looks like Anthony Perez is lined up to kick it back for Penn. And here's the kick back to their backer who booms it out to center field to a midfielder, gets it out to one of the wings on the far side of the field. And Temple kicks it up into the air, aiming towards the goal, and that drops just outside the penalty box, and Penn has the ball still. Number 17, that is Howard Michael working with it. Back to the backer. That's a good reset for Penn. And they're going to go on the attack here again. 34 down the sideline into the corner. 17 kicks it into the penalty box, and Temple's going to get it out of there. And that's going to be out on Penn there. Out on number 35, Will Kelly, who's a new substitution. He's got 13 minutes on the game. And it's a throw-in for Temple by number 27. Kicked back over the head of number 10 and headed up by 15 before Penn takes possession.
I haven't seen the ball on Penn's side very often with Temple possession. I don't think at all, actually.
No, the ball has not been in Penn's. This is the first time the ball's in Penn's half, and Penn's just resetting this half. And they kick it down to the far sideline, trying to work with something. And that is towards the penalty box, and that's going to be out the back line off of Penn.
That was a laser cross there.
Yeah, and
came in hot.
Scary there. You saw number 12. Number 12 for Penn, Jack Wagoner, in position to maybe head it in, but he gets a little tripped up, and it's going to be a goal kick here for Temple.
Just want to possess. You just want to possess in these positions.
And
they're gonna
Temple
bomb it up.
is going to kick another laser down into into Penn territory, and Penn has it back in Temple territory immediately. It's headed back, and they lose possession. A fight for it here at midfield, and Penn comes out with it. They're going to get a reset here. They get it to their backer. They kick it out to their left backer, who's working up the field with it here, out to the left center. Number 17, Michael Howard, kicks it to 35, Will Kelly.
Great cross.
And that's into the goal, and that is saved by by Preston Neal for Temple.
Yeah, it wasn't a cross, more of a chip in from the center, but it was nice and slow. You got to get that backspin, and it.
Yeah, and it was
play by
a good shot. You had a man there for Penn, maybe looking for the tap in, but it's a good save to not let them get the shot for Preston. And Temple back with it, and
they're gonna call that against Temple.
they lose it immediately. I didn't see what the foul was there.
Or they're gonna call it. Okay, they're gonna call it Penn.
That's a foul
misread
on
that.
Penn in Temple territory. So Temple's going to get a bit of a reset here out to their right backer, and they're going to kick it to their midfielder, who works with it, getting it down towards that penalty box there, and that's going to be out on Temple. So Penn will get a throw in their own territory. Or no, Temple will get a throw in. It's out on Penn. And they're working in that far corner, or in that near corner here, into the penalty box, and that's headed away by a defender for Penn. And Penn looking for something off the transition here.
Counterattack is dangerous.
Temple has the numbers, but
Don't want to foul.
they have the momentum. And it looks like Penn's probably going to have to reset here as Temple's defense gets in.
They're looking for something to put in the box now.
Yeah, they pause it,
Pass
and
it
that's
back.
kicked back. It's going to be a reset for Penn. And
I like the shot from Kelly. I want him to put this right into the box. It's gonna be tough.
I don't
Great
want
play
him to put
there.
it right into the box as a
Sullivan.
Temple fan here, but it may be what he does. And
Pass it back. Sullivan.
they're kicking it around right outside the penalty box. Temple gets possession back. That's number 10. And Temple maintains possession, but fighting forward here. It's a little out in the open. Penn's going to take it along that near sideline. And they get it to number 34, Owen Sullivan. And he kicks it back to their defender.
Yeah, very carefree. Very carefree by Temple. They get the ball as a defender, and they're looks like they're trying to kick it, but they're not bombing it.
And
They're
that's a
just
good
kinda-
slide there
That
to
was
get
good.
it out of bounds and get a bit of a reset here. Penn's going to have a throw in Temple territory.
complete control for Penn this half.
Yeah, and this is more of the same here. Coming out more of the same. Temple's adjustments, that whatever adjustments they made are not working at the moment, but the defense is still holding strong, and that's a throw in into the penalty box, headed up, and got down on the ground there by Jaden Jackson. Penn with a shot, and it's saved by Preston Neal. And
Jaden Jackson has been electric on defense.
Jaden Jackson has been the savior of Temple today so far, I'd say. And Preston Neal also playing well. Neal, Jaden Jackson, Lucas Agarter, and Teo Strand, the only players to play the whole game so far with 49 minutes each.
Defense is holding it down.
And there's a kick, and we see the wind affecting it here as Preston's high kick gets stopped. Its momentum gets stopped a little bit as it gets up higher there. And Penn's going to take possession. Doesn't really go anywhere. So Penn has it back down near Temple's penalty box again on the offensive, coming across the field. And that's a pass into the penalty box. And that's an attempt at a shot, but it's blocked by a Temple defender.
It's in the air.
Kicked up by Penn, and it's headed by Temple.
Great play by Lukic. When that ball's in the air in the box, you need to get it out.
Yeah, and Penn working in that corner again, working back towards center field, and they're going to get to their backers, and they're going to reset again. And that's not a through ball, but that's a ball down to their winger, who's dribbling it in
what a
across the
play.
goal, and that's
Oh,
a
my
great
goodness.
shot and a great knockaway by Preston Neal there.
I mean, he swerved right through the defense, got
Yeah.
a perfect shot.
I mean, he said, fine, I'll do it all myself. The passes across to try and set up shots, not working. And that is a really great play by Penn and a good save by Preston Neal. He's at 7 saves on the game so far.
Yeah, Neal with the save there, tap it over the goal. Don't try to catch it in that position, just tap it over the goal. Corner
Yeah.
kick is fine right now.
because if you try to catch it and it goes through your hands, it's not great. And that's a corner kick for Penn. It's going to be batted down into the penalty box, and a shot on goal,
Well
and that's going to be batted up and caught by Preston Neal, who's now going to look to throw it to Temple. He rolls it out to the backer here, number 27.
Temple needs to be
Alex
more
O'Leary.
aggressive on defense. I mean, they can't be letting guys grab the ball when there's 5 Temple players and 2 Penn players.
And
That's,
Alex
can't
O'Leary
happen.
beams that ball down the sideline, and it is going to be out on Penn after a bit of a fight for it here, and Temple's going to get a kick in, a throw-in from Penn territory. They throw it into that corner there, and that's immediately going to be out on Penn again.
Slowly moving down the field.
Yeah, just working down towards that corner here. And this is a spot where we might see Temple try to get a shot right off this throw-in, and they will not. It's just going to be a throw-in. They bat it up, and they're going to try to work down towards this goal, and it's not going to work. Penn gets that out of there, but Temple has a backer to take it here and get a bit of a reset.
I want to see a switch here. I want to see a switch.
And that is a through ball down
You're staying
the
on
far
that left
sideline. And that's a kick across the field, looking for a header in, and that's going to be nothing there. It's a nice shot
like
for
the effort.
Temple, but it goes wide, not ever in doubt if it was going in.
The helicopter kick, swinging it around.
Yeah, and so after that one
Not
goes
very easy.
out over the net, it's going to be a goal kick for Penn.
It looks like they're doing this play again where they send everybody to the
The
right
left
half
or
of the field.
right half of the field. Yeah, it's really interesting, and it hasn't provided anything for them yet, but I see the potential with it, where you get all of Temple's defenders out here and maybe kick someone out to that left side and get them in space.
And I don't agree with it. I'm not putting all Temple defenders on that side. You don't need to put them all over there.
Yeah, Temple's given them the opportunity, but here it doesn't work
this is good.
Doesn't work for Penn. There's going to be a shot for
This could
Temple.
be something big.
Oh, the goalie's gone,
out.
but he loses possession of the ball.
Oh, you just got to put that towards goal. There's
And
no
he's
goalie.
dribbling it in the penalty box here, trying to find space. That's a shot, headed, misses an attempt at another shot, and that's going to be headed out of bounds by Temple.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, that was such a great opportunity. The goalie gets faked out there, but
Falcon coming all the way out to the top of the goal to save it, and it almost cost them.
And unfortunately, he's lucky that Temple kind of faked themselves out there and lost control of that ball for a second.
When the goalie is out of the goal, you need to just get it into the center as quick as possible, because one deflection, even off of a Penn player, can be a goal.
Yeah, and that was on that left side of the field where Penn had pulled other players away from, so their strategy kind of backfires on him here.
There's too much dancing around for Temple. Got to take advantage of those.
Off the goal kick, it's going to be a Temple throw-in in their own territory here on the far left side of the field. And here's the throw-in towards center field, and it's going to be headed back towards Temple by Penn. Knocking around, it lands on the ground here, and it's a fight for possession here in Temple territory. And Penn's going to win it, and they're going to get it back to their backers. Kick it out to number 34 on that sideline. He's going to dribble down towards the penalty box. That's a good pass to number 17. They're out in that corner now, dribbling inside, looking for a shot, and that is going to be wide, and that's going to be out of the end line on Penn. It's going to be a goal kick for Temple.
I like how they had the back post. He went for that back post, and he got the shot. That's what you need. You need to have someone out there, tap it right back in, because it's the second cross that's most dangerous.
Yeah, and it was good footwork there, and it was a good pass to set up his guy down near that penalty box to try and get a header. And just good D by Temple, though, to not let that up. And here is the goal kick, booming out over the midfield line, and it's going to be a nice slide kick by Temple to get possession here. They're passing it around. Their backers have it in their own half. They get out to their midfielders, and they're advancing. But the ball is missed by 10, but 19's there to pick it up on that Penn sideline. And they're working across the field here in the center. And they try to pass it in that penalty box, and it's just so tight down there for Penn always. There's never any space, as this is a big pass down the field for Penn, and that's just going to be out of bounds on Jaden Jackson.
That was a good play there. Sometimes you just want to get it out of bounds, get a reset, give them a throw in, it's fine.
Yeah, and this works out really well for Penn because now you get a throw in deep in Temple territory. You can set up an offensive attack. And you've already seen a couple shots on goal from Penn this half that have been really close. And Preston Neal has been great, but you wonder if he can keep stopping all of them. And here's the throw in into the penalty box, and it's gonna land. It's gonna be a shot through. Low shot on the ground there, and it's gonna be saved by Preston Neal again.
Oh my goodness, it's the deflection there. It deflects off Neal, that ball's in the air. That's gotta be a call. They gotta call that, and they're gonna let that play. And they're gonna let that play.
And Temple trying to advance the ball to their own territory there. Number 20, Nathan Brown is tripped up, falls on the ball, and there is no call by the refs.
Did he trip on the ball? Did you see it? I thought there was contact.
It looked like there was contact there, but the refs let it play out. Temple now taking it to midfield, though, as the striker has the ball. And they're just going to look to reset here, but Penn's pressing on defense, trying to take it away and get it back offensively. That's going to be out of bounds on Penn. So Temple will have a throw in here, and this is a good chance for Temple to try and set up a play on offense here.
You know, there's definitely, and the ref's going to talk to the Temple coach. I mean, there was definitely some talk there, and I don't disagree with him. I think there were a few calls. There was a shirt tug where it was 1-on-3. Temple was trying to get an attack, and I'm not a huge fan of the calls there, but got to go on. Soccer.
Yeah. And
arguing with the ref, you know what it gets you?
It gets you a red card or yellow card.
It's a whole lot of nothing. That's what it gets you. It looks like it's gonna be a kick though.
Yeah, it is going to be a kick in for Temple at around the center field mark. They're gonna boom that down into the penalty box around center field, and Temple headering it around. They get it down on the ground with possession, kicking it out toward that sideline. That's a shot on goal near the post, and that's saved by Falcon Phillip. No, by Philip Falcon. I keep reading them backwards.
They gotta push on that one. I want to see, you got to get to the ball first. It is tough. Goalie has it's easier when you're stretching out with your arms, but
and that was a good shot there. Still though, a good job to be able to take that shot. That's something that we see Temple has not done really well, is get their shots on goal off these opportunities. And that is a boot. Temple with the ball, moving towards Penn territory at center field. They're going to get it back to their backers and look to reset a little bit here. But Penn pressuring here defensively, trying to get the ball back. On the sideline, it's a fight forward, and that's going to be out on Penn. And Temple's going to get a throw in Penn territory.
Good fight. That's what it gets you. You don't fight for the ball, you don't get the ball.
Yeah, and here is the throw in. It's going to be number 27, Alex O'Leary. And on the sideline, or down in that corner, Temple has the ball, looking to work towards that center to set up a shot.
Not enough lefties on this team.
But Penn's just not letting anything up, and that is going to be a corner for Temple as it's a good shot up by number 12, Anthony Perez. No, number 15, 16, Aiden O'Sullivan. And it's glances off of a Penn defender there, and so they're going to get the corner. And this is a great opportunity for Temple to take the lead. And I don't know if you can hear it, but the stands are rocking right now.
Ooh, they're rumbling. Here we go.
And it's going to go right into the head of a Penn defender and right back out to that sideline. And the ball's going up into that center box. It's headed down. And there's a chance for 10 to take a shot.
Is that going to be a corner?
but he doesn't get it, and it's going to be a goal kick. It's out off of him. That was a great opportunity there, but Teo Strand just couldn't get that shot off.
Strand's just got to keep the composure. It's not easy. The ball, all of a sudden, you're looking at the goal. You're 5 feet away, and you just got to tap it in. You got to pass it into the goal.
Yeah.
Don't need a shot there.
And it's a big kick away by the Penn goalie. And Penn trying to work it back into their own territory. Temple looking more aggressive defensively this half. And they're really challenging it, not letting Penn sit comfortably here, as it is to center field, and Temple's going to challenge possession here on that sideline. And it looks like that's going to be a kick by Penn to center field to keep possession. And they're going to get it to their midfielders and try to reset a little bit in Penn territory, or in Temple territory here.
And there's a fight here. And what are they going to call? Are they going to call a foul?
Fighting for possession on the sideline. They're calling, it looks like a foul against Temple.
Wow.
So Penn is going to get a kick in.
See, when it comes to there, when you've got both parties are being aggressive, you just gotta let it play. Let it play. Let it be a throw-in.
Yeah, not a big fan of that foul there, Matt.
This could be big. It's a good spot. Gotta watch that back post.
And there's the whistle, and here's the kick in for Penn. Into the penalty box. They try to head it in, and it's not going to work, and it looks like that is going to be out the back line unless Penn saves it in the corner there. Penn saves that in the corner. They're going to try to dribble.
Just off the toes.
And that's going to be a throw-in for Temple in their own territory, so a chance for them to get back on the offensive here.
Sokolowski just couldn't hold on.
And the throw-in is going to be taken by Jaden Jackson, who's had an outstanding day today. And that is a good throw-in. Number 19 boots it up. It goes under the leg of a Penn defender. And that's
that's got to be a call. And they're going to give a card out for that.
As number 20, Nathan Brown, tries to run down the field there. He's tripped up by a Penn defender. A yellow card given to Penn.
That feels like a makeup card. I don't think that was anything egregious. I think it was just a fight for the ball, but because of the other calls, they're going to give a card.
And but this means Temple's going to get a spot kick here. In Penn territory here. This is a great opportunity to set up a shot.
Who do you think's taking it? 4 Temple players standing around the ball.
I think you got to look, is Stranteo in there? He's been their leading shooter today. He's not.
I want Strand in the box. He goes for the ball.
I think Paolo Campula takes this. No, it's number 8.
Nice play.
It's going to be Lucas Egarter kicking it out to the corner.
Good lefty cross.
And that's a cross into the center of the field in the box. Temple kicking around, backer there to get it. And he tries to take a shot, but it's off of a Penn defender.
Keep the composure.
And Temple able to keep that in bounds off of the deflection.
Still live.
And still in the penalty box here. Penn gets it out, but Jaden Jackson is there to retake possession, passing it to number 8, Lucas Egarter, on the sideline, who kicks it down into the penalty box. And that's going to be headed up, and it's a body shot down.
There?
And
they're going to call a foul on Temple for that.
And that's really tough. I'm not a fan of that call.
They're going to call offsides.
Oh.
There was an offsides flag there. I was going to say, I didn't see much contact.
Yeah, it didn't look like a contact penalty, so it'd have to be offsides. And that's not a mistake you can make if you're Temple in that spot. This is some of the most momentum you've had this game. As the kick is in, and they fight for it on the sideline, and it is out of bounds again. It looks like Penn will get a throw in here.
Trying to get some extra steps on that throw in there.
In their own territory, yeah. Trying to run up on it, and the ref's not having that. And the ball's being passed around into Penn territory, and it's a header. So the goalie could pick it up, but he doesn't. He kicks it out to number 27 for Temple, the backer, who kicks it down the field, and it's going to be broken up by a Penn defender. And they're going to get to their backers and look to reset here. And they advance that back line, moving up a little bit, and Temple gets it back.
Great play by Garter.
And Jaden Jackson kicking it out again. And on the sideline, Temple fighting to get into the Penn territory. Ball's just being passed around center field right now.
Get a good reset. Goalie pick it up.
Yeah, it's going to be passed to Preston Neal.
Neal's just gonna kick it.
He's going to decide who to kick it to. And on that far sideline, they get it out. And they're passing amongst the backers, getting it out to the center fielders now is Temple. And Penn challenging possession here at center field. And Penn's backers are going to take this one. But Temple still pressing, trying to get the ball back here in the offensive territory for them. And Penn's just going to get that one out. Temple has the numbers, so they head that one down. but Penn's going to take possession here
This could be dangerous.
on the offensive
Takes the shot.
transition. He takes the shot, and that's going to be out the back line. Goal kick for Temple here.
It's going to be a corner.
Oh, it's going to be a corner?
Ricocheted off Temple.
It ricocheted off of a Temple player, so it'll be a corner for you, Penn. Excuse me. And this is a good opportunity for Penn here. 25 minutes left, and we've seen both of these teams look. We've seen Temple come out and look better offensively this half so far. Wouldn't you agree?
Definitely. There's definitely been more control with the ball. Not as many bombs. Good corner. Great save.
And that is gotten out of the penalty box by Temple, headed up inside the penalty box again. And
Yeah, they're going to call that one.
it looks like a shot chance maybe for 14, but is that offsides there?
A bit of exaggerate. It looked like they're going to call the foul.
Oh, they're going to call foul as a flop.
Yeah,
number-
well, Luka,
or not a
it was
flop, but
exaggerated, but it was a foul.
It was a foul, yeah.
Sometimes the exaggeration is just to get the ref's attention.
And he's getting up a little slow here, showing the ref something.
He's good.
He's all right there. They're not going to sub him out. But it will be Temple ball here in their own territory. And
Essentially a goal kick.
since that last shot, yeah, it is a goal kick, more or less here. And they just get out to their defenders. And Temple is playing more conservatively this half as they kick it to their backer, their left backer on the sideline. And that's going to be out on Penn. So Temple will get a throw in from midfield here. And
Wanna
they
keep
throw it in.
possession.
It's a
Okay.
nice body shot there to get it down. Headed up by Penn off the kick downfield. And Temple's going to take it here. Their backers in their own possession going to look to reset and get something going offensively. They're going to kick it back to the goalie, who kicks it out to Jaden Jackson, who's working on the near sideline, working up the field. And that's right
This could be
kicked
dangerous.
into a Penn
Counterattack.
defender. And Penn on the transition
We've got numbers.
has 2-on-4, and that's a shot on goal, and that is
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, what a shot. Just over the top right of the
just
goal.
over. Looked like it might have gone in from where we were sitting.
It was curving. Maybe another foot back and that was going to go in.
And that is a scary shot because that would have been right out of reach of the goalie's hands there.
That was almost upper 90.
And the goalie's gonna goal kick here to the midfielders. And that's going to go back to the backers, and Temple dribbling down the field at midfield, trying to advance into the box. The back line's pressing up, and that's going to be a stoppage.
Offsides.
Offsides again on Temple. And that's the second time they've had possession in Penn territory and just lost it to an offsides foul. You got to be a little more disciplined than that.
With all the long balls they play, I'm surprised that they've only had 2 offsides. They seem to be pretty good with watching that line.
And
This is
Penn's
when
going
you
to
set
kick
the
it here. They're going to boom it pretty well into Temple territory. And Penn looks like they're going to take possession here. No, Temple takes it back, trying to kick it into Penn's half.
It's clean.
And Penn has it here with
Attack for Penn. Don't
some
wanna-
numbers.
You lose the ball, that doesn't mean chase
This
after and
is-
foul the guy.
Scary. Penn dribbling in that
Oh, great
penalty box,
play.
right down
Can
by
they
the
get a
goalie.
shot?
They take a shot from right up to the left of the goal, and it's going to be kicked out off a Temple defender. I think Penn will get a corner here.
Yeah, it's corner coming. They were trying to get to the 6-yard line. I'm not really sure what Penn was looking for. They had a few opportunities there.
Yeah, and it's a questionable formation from Penn's lining up here for the corner. And Temple's going to head it out of the penalty box here as Penn takes control.
A great play by Votel.
Shot down in,
Great save.
and that's a great setup and header towards the goalie, but it's another fantastic save from Preston Neal, who will look to get it back to his guys. He throws it out to that far left sideline, and it's going to be boomed into Penn territory. I think Temple just trying to get the ball out of their own half here, as it's a fight for the ball. Penn has it,
Ooh.
And they try to kick across there, but it's a little
That's frustrating.
in front of 34. And it's going to go out on Penn. And Temple's going to get a throw in from near center field here.
Now, as much as Temple wants to get it out of their half, that doesn't mean give it right to Penn and allow them to bring it up.
No,
They got
and
lucky there that pass was off.
Yeah, because that was a great chance to get something going on the transition there.
Where's O'Leary going? Oh, he got subbed out.
And number 27, O'Leary's been subbed out, and he's trying to hype up the fans in the stands there as he's going to walk all the way around the track.
Eric Hernandez comes in. Yeah, O'Leary, I'm not sure. Might be going to the bathroom or something.
And Eric Hernandez is throwing it in for Temple. And he has the ball down on the sideline. And number 8's going to kick it out to 23, Campula, on the sideline, who kicks it up to a center fielder. And the ball, Temple's going to take the ball down Penn's far sideline.
There's an attack.
And they're
Just want to get
attacking in the
and they're
middle
gonna
box.
call offsides.
And that is a third offsides penalty on Temple in this half.
They knew it. Penn knew it right away. They had their hands up.
And a good offensive from Temple there, once again squashed by an offsides penalty.
Some
And
subs.
Penn's going to substitute some players here.
Here we go.
Joaquin Yenke subbing out for Penn along with Erickson Sakalowski. And Joaquin was one of the starters for him. He's only played 38 minutes today.
Temple's got to stretch. They can't keep leaving this side open.
Yeah, and Penn taking
gonna
the
bite
ball
him.
down towards Temple's goal once again. And Penn just living in that far corner. A great job defensively there by Temple to bat that ball up and then keep it in bounds.
Yeah,
Not
Rickard,
let Penn reset.
it was nice. Kept it in bounds, but it went to Penn, and now, and that's
Penn's back, and that's a
you need to
really egregious foul.
You need to be careful there. That was about a foot, maybe even an inch outside of the box.
Yeah, that's real close to giving up a penalty kick for Penn there. And it's a really egregious tripping penalty there.
Not how you want to lose a 1-0 game with a PK on a bad foul. This is going to be a great opportunity for Penn.
Yeah, and it's inside that penalty arc. So Penn's going to get to kick it from real close. And you wonder if they try just a straight shot from here anyways, because it's so close it's essentially a penalty. It essentially is a penalty kick.
Setting up the wall. Looks like they're going to go 4-man wall.
And Penn has 3 men who may look to kick it here in a huddle around the ball. One of them is dropping out and heading over towards that wall. 2 of them left, number 16, Romeo Dolan, and number 29, Aiden Frick. And it looks like Dolan's going to take it. And
The wall does its
it
job.
is high and wide to the left,
Wall did its job. It's going to be a corner.
off the wall. And yeah, it'll be a corner for
Great
Penn.
album. Let's see what they can do here. I'm going to watch that back post. And oh my God.
And that is an immediate foul.
That almost, Temple's good because he didn't force the contact. I think that's why they're not going to call that. But
Yeah.
Penn was definitely trying to get a PK, and he almost looked like he got it.
Yeah. But right off the penalty kick, there's going to be a stoppage. It's going to go to the goalie here. And they're going to have a goal kick in. I guess it went right out of bounds off that header on Penn. And Preston is going
Interesting
to
play.
kick it just short to one of his backers, who's going to get it up to the center fielder.
Not a big fan of the passing it up the middle on your own end off a goal kick.
And it's number 2 out on the sideline, working into Penn territory here. Kicks it back to the backers to try and set something up. It's a high pass up to out to number 11 on the sideline there.
We're going to try to get a switch here. Maybe go to the corner, far right corner. They have an attack. There it is.
Temple working down in the penalty box on the far side of the field. Penn's going to kick it up, try to get it away.
They're going gonna call that. They're gonna call it. That's frustrating if you're Temple, but that is a call. The flailed arms is what got him.
And I mean, if you're in that position, you got to let the ref know, I guess. Make sure he sees it. But Penn's going to take the ball back here, kicking it to their backers, looking to set something up again as we hit the 15-minute mark in this half.
Going down the side.
Down the side near the boundary, and that's
are they gonna?
a shield from Temple that's not going to get called.
It's a good shield. It's a good shield. Shoulder to shoulder.
And they get it to their goalie, and that's going to be kicked out to the far sideline, working down the field. It's a big pass, and it's just going to go out of bounds. So Temple trying to set something up there, trying to get something on a transition, and it's just going to go out. Penn's going to get it again.
Kills the attack. When you're hitting the ball high like that, you got to adjust for the wind.
Yeah.
It's frustrating.
And the wind not in their favor now, too. And Penn kicks it in, working down towards Temple's penalty box. Temple has the numbers, but Penn has players coming in. And they are back down in that near corner. They just love working down there. And just dribbling it around here.
They can't really get out, though.
Yeah, Temple's doing good on defense, and that is number 5, Jaden Jackson, kicking it out of bounds. Going to make Penn reset here again. And Penn on the pass in, right into the goal.
Oh, it's in the
box. And the ball is in the middle. That's going to be a shot across. God. And that is so close for Penn. But Preston Neal there to make sure it is tapped out.
You cannot let that ball bounce around. Temple's defense had everyone on one side, and it bounced right into a perfect shot for Penn.
Yeah,
just wide right.
That middle was just wide open for Penn to take that shot there. Temple gets a little lucky. And here is the goal kick for Temple. And it is a big shot as the band gets really into it.
0-0 game.
And the ball up high at midfield. And 2 players down, 1 for each team. And that's going to be called on Temple.
I'm not sure what Temple's strategy is here. It feels like it's almost like the foul. That was almost too blatant. It's like he was falling and he said, "You're coming down with me."
Yeah. And I guess the thinking there is maybe if you're going to have a player down, you just get the stoppage so you can reset fully. But Penn's going to dribble it down here into the penalty box, or near the penalty box, as a good cross there. And that's going to be out on Temple. I think the goalie got a piece of that there, so it's going to be a cross, or it's going to be a corner here.
They're going to call it a goal kick.
They're going to call it a goal kick?
Neal let it through, but we have a man down here.
There's a player down for Temple.
It looks like he's good. Now they stopped play, so does that mean he has to come off?
Oh, the clock is stopped, so...
Is that a rule?
I'm not sure if that's a rule in
looks like they're good.
soccer. And yeah, it'll be a goal kick for Temple here, and they just tap it out to their center backer, who gets it to the left wing on the far side, who booms it into Temple territory. There's a center fielder there to try and take it. And Temple working down into the penalty box.
Can they get something
Temple
here?
has a chance at a shot. They had the numbers, and it's going to go out of bounds.
It's a corner, though.
It is a corner off of a Penn defender, so that's a corner there.
That was a great attack. They had numbers, and they got the shot off. You get shots off, and it benefits you. Now you got a corner.
And Temple's taking a corner from the far side here. And on the kick, it looks like it is number 8. And that is Lucas Igarder, who's played this whole game so far. And there's the whistle, and here is the kick into the penalty box. And it's going to be headed towards the goal, but not quite in.
That's going to be a corner.
And that's going to be another corner on the opposite side here as it goes out off of Penn.
It went over to the back post. They just didn't have the angle. They couldn't get the shot off, but then they let Penn knock it out. Good play.
Yeah, no, it's a good job keeping up the pressure here on Temple. And in a game like this, 1 goal could be all you need, especially with about 11 minutes and 15 seconds left. And once again, it is Igarder taking this penalty kick. It's low and across, and Penn's going to get it out of that penalty box.
Get to that ball. And
Temple has a defender in the back,
You can do a reset here.
and they're going to get it out to their goalie, who's wide out of the box. And Temple a little lucky there. Penn bats that down with the goalie way out of the box.
You're going to pass it back to the goalie. It needs to be a quick
dangerous there.
decision.
And Penn's taking the ball across midfield now, taking back possession and resetting it with their backers here.
They should try to get a switch. If Penn can get a switch here, I mean, Nahenki's wide open.
And they kick it down into the penalty box, but it's butted down by one of Temple's men. And Temple taking it back. Some nice footwork here from number 15, Elliot Rigbert. The ball does stay in on that far sideline.
Here we
and
go.
Temple taking it down towards Penn's territory again. Working in towards the penalty box with a shot across the field, but it doesn't have the angle. And
Wolf Glockner had that. He stopped running.
yeah, and that's a good job on the transition there by Temple, but just not able to finish. And it's going to be a throw in by Penn, and they're going to fight for the ball on the sideline. Temple's going to get it back out to their backers here, looking to reset. 17 coming up, looking to make something happen.
Lukic has been good all game. He's been controlling it from the defense.
Yeah, Luka Lukic, probably one of their better players here. Temple's defense very strong, actually, in this game so far. And Temple working with it in Penn territory, looking for something, but Penn not letting up any lanes to pass here. And so they get it back to their backers and just kind of passing it around back there, working down the sideline here near that far corner. And a Temple player goes down.
It's going to be a Penn throw, and they're going quick.
And it's be thrown on Penn.
Can't
Trying
walk
to
back.
get something off the transition here.
You don't get the call. That doesn't mean start walking back.
And there's a nice through ball, but it's stopped
Play,
up by
that's
Luka
ball.
Lukic.
That's all ball.
A Penn player down, but they keep playing. And
Play to the whistle.
Temple taking it down the sideline again. Dribbling it around. It's bounced off a Penn defender. And Penn has it back now. Off of that.
Here we go.
Tip.
Penn's got an attack.
And Penn coming in on the
This could be
offensive.
dangerous. 8 minutes.
Dribbling it down on that far sideline in Temple territory. Back to the backer, or back to the center fielder. And they're going to look to get it into the penalty box. That's a shot that is wide and to the left. And that's
Skyrocket.
out the back line, so it'll be a penalty. It'll be a goal kick for Temple.
All right, Temple, I would say try to set something up. I don't want to see a long ball. Set something up. Try to get something going upfield. Up the sides, go to the corner, get across.
Yeah, and we reach the 8-minute mark here in this game as
Back to
this
the
goal
basics
kick
here.
sets up. And time ticking down.
And the ref is talking to somebody.
Yeah, ref's having a conversation with one of the Temple guys.
Some conversation going on.
Is that number 19?
Yeah, Votel was definitely,
Yeah, number 19.
he had something to say
Charlie
to the ref.
Votel.
I don't know who started the conversation, but
Yeah.
there was something.
And all the players kind of congregated at midfield for this kick. Boom towards midfield by Preston Neal. And it's going to be headed up.
Gotta
They're
win
heading
these.
it around, and it hits the ground here.
50-50 balls are killer at this
And
time.
Penn is going to take possession, advancing down. And Temple does a good job there to stop them and not let them get that transition. But Penn has it now, setting up at the top of Temple territory. Now working down towards that penalty box.
Wild
and
cross.
out on the cross.
I see what they were trying to do. They're really trying to get that back post. They really want to try to get the goal coming in from, they want someone coming in from the side over there. But the crosses have just been just too wide. I mean, even Neal's letting them go.
Yeah. And it'll be another goal kick for Neal here as we tick down towards 7 minutes. And it's out again towards center field. The wind catching that one, stopping its momentum a little bit as Temple heads it towards Penn territory. Penn kicks it back, and it's up in the air, and it looks like Penn is going to come down with it. They will. And they get
Great
it out
play.
to one of their guys to their wing on that near side.
Yeah, that's Nahenki he's been open and now just
And
too
they
far.
look to pass it back after getting it to their center back. And it's just out that back line will be another penalty, or another goal kick for Preston Neal. And Neal lining up the goal kick here. It's a low one this time, maybe trying to make sure the wind doesn't affect it as much. Ends up right on the ground, Penn taking it immediately.
This is not the time to be giving up goal kicks straight to Penn.
Yeah, and
Shoulder to shoulder, I like the no call.
man down, and they take a
Oh
shot
my
across,
goodness.
and it's into the back of the net for Penn. Up 1-0 with 6:07 left.
What a beautiful shot.
And that's from the far side, a shot all the way across the field into the cross side of the net. And Preston Neal, who has 10 saves on the day, can't get that one.
There
And
was a stinger right in the left side of the net. There was no way he was getting to it.
that's going to be heartbreak if Temple can't answer this here.
The quick giving up the ball, I mean, it all started with the goal kick. The goal kick goes low, straight to a Penn player, and Temple's frustrated.
And that is a goal for Oliver Pratt, number 3 for Penn.
Temple gets frustrated, and they slow down. The second you slow down at this point, you can't let these shots get off, and that was a beautiful shot.
And Temple kicking it off here, taking it in their own half, trying to set something up here. As their defenders move up, they boot that one down, trying to get it out to their wings. They get that down, but it looks like Penn is going to look to control it here, and they do.
Penn doesn't just want to bomb it. They want to have some type of possession. You want to try to hold on to this ball and hold the win.
Penn tries to bomb it there, but Temple comes in and hits it out of bounds. Penn off the throw-in, working towards center field. It's a cross. There's no one there to get it. It looks like the goalie, Preston Neal's going to run up and take it. And Temple working at center field
It's a good cross.
on that sideline there.
The 50-50 balls need to be 80-20 if Temple wants to win this game.
Yeah,
they can't
and-
let these balls keep going to Penn.
And the 50-50 balls have been 80-20, but to Penn, as it is a big kick that is taken by Temple's defenders in their own territory.
Every ball needs to be there. As you see a cross, Temple can't have guys standing around.
And Temple working on that far sideline once again, around
Swing
center
this.
field,
Swing
kicking
this.
it back out to their backers.
They need to
And-
switch that. There's a lot of space on this side of the field.
The backer boots it. It's headed off a Penn player, but Temple keeps possession on the
kicking
ground
it
in the
around.
penalty
It's gonna
box.
be
They
a shot.
take it, and there's a
Oh,
shot
is that a corner?
just off the goal, but it looks like that's going to be a corner. It goes out off the goalie.
Okay.
Philip Falcon barely manages to deflect that shot. It's a low shot
4.5 minutes to go.
to the goal, and Temple putting on the pressure now, trying to at least come away with a tie here.
You need to get to this ball first.
Yeah, this isn't a possession you can afford to give up if you're Temple. You need to keep the pressure on,
It's deep.
and it is a deep
It's in the
cross.
air. It's live.
Headed up into the air. Temple's going to come down with it here just outside the penalty box.
Great
Kicking
chip.
it up in. They have the numbers there. And Penn's going to get it out.
It's a good kick out. You just need to
And
get to that ball. Good.
Penn
Well
on
done
the
by.
transition,
Very well done by Rodriguez.
but a good job by Rodriguez to stop that up.
Hernandez.
Or by Hernandez, sorry, yeah. I just said the last name you said.
All right, Penn. I mean, this is exactly what Penn wants. They have control of the ball.
Yeah, the clock's running, 3:40 in the game. And they have
Just
a
keep
throw-in
it up.
at midfield in Temple, and they are going to get it down into Temple territory off the throw and get it out to one of their
Get a shot.
wings, it looks like, number
Well
5.
done. Dials it back. Well done.
And
Just
Penn
pass it around.
working down just outside of Temple's penalty box,
Make Temple take it from you.
getting
Penn
it
is
back
doing
to
great
their
right now.
backers, just really looking to stall here.
They're just playing 5v2 drills right now.
And
And
yeah,
Temple,
just kicking
Temple's
it back
slowing
and forth
down.
here.
It's 1-0 here.
And Temple needing to be more aggressive, just letting Penn kick it around. I think not really aware of what's happening here, and Penn not really looking to move
And
in.
that's going to be a foul. Can't have those.
And
Got to go
Temple
for the ball.
fouls him, which is going to keep Penn in possession.
I
The
would
clock
back
keeps
up.
running
Back up. You're wasting time. Back up.
as we hit 2 minutes and 40 seconds left of play.
Get that perfect spot. Penn taking as much time as they need.
And Penn going to kick that down towards Temple's penalty box.
Strong cross, just keep it in and play it back.
And they're going to keep that in on the corner here. Temple pressuring
Well done.
defensively, but they get it out and keeping possession here on that corner side. And Temple looking to take it back for a second there, and there's going to be a whistle, and it's going to be a foul on Penn. So
That's
Temple
not a bad foul.
will take the ball here.
Not a bad foul at all.
And this is clutch time for Temple. We need to see an attack here. You've got 2 minutes left. And this is the game, just about.
Yeah, I like a deep kick here.
And it is a deep kick from Neal all the way down, about a quarter of the way into Penn territory.
And they're
kicking it around. It's on the ground. Temple is challenging for possession still, but Penn gets it out. The goalie, Neal, is going to get it back off of a moonshot.
They've got a
from
minute
Penn.
40. An attack takes 15 seconds. Take your time here. Minute 40. You only
And
need one.
a short kick here from the goalie to one of the backers, and a through ball to the center fielder. And he loses possession. Penn working down towards Temple's goal, and they might have a shot. They might have another shot
And
here.
if
They
Smart,
don't.
just reel it back. Just reel it back.
Yeah, smart.
Well done.
Don't take that shot. Don't give Temple the chance to have an offensive. Penn just passing it around here as we hit 1 minute and 5 seconds to play on the clock. Down to a minute, and
Temple
Penn
needs
just
to get this.
possessing the ball here. Good no call by the ref there in the corner. Temple getting it out a little bit, but Penn keeping possession. And the crowd really into this. And the crowd's going to get a ball for their efforts.
gonna
And
have the big
35 seconds left. Temple gets a throw in. Looking to center field. No call on the trip by the ref, and there is a call.
They're going to give it to him. Great play by Lukic. Bit of a
And it's
flop.
going to
They're
be
gonna
a throw in just inside of Penn territory here.
have 26 seconds.
Or spot kick, actually. And 26 seconds, the clock is stopped here. The
Neal's up at
goalie
half.
is all the way up in
I would-
Penn's half.
I want Neal taking this. I'm surprised that they're not going to let Neal take this one. Maybe a quick one.
And it's going down towards Penn's penalty box.
Great spin on it.
It's headed.
There's
a chance
here.
for a shot, and it's
Reel
going
it
to be
back,
wide of the
Reel
goal.
it back. Temple,
They
take it to
have
the
it
top. Take it to the top. They're
Down
going
in
to
the
cross
corner.
it in.
15 seconds left across the field. And
I'd say bring it to the top.
back
of the
on their
key.
heels. Temple
Top of the. They're going to
has
cross it
10
right back
seconds
in.
left. Down in the penalty box.
It's still in
trying
the
to head
air.
it in. It's up in the
And
air,
no
and the
one's
goalie
there.
catches it.
No one's
As
there.
we hit 3, 2, 1. That is going to be the end of time here as the goalie kicks it up in the air. And the final score is going to be Penn 1, Temple 0. Temple takes another loss on the season. Penn keeps the momentum going after their big win against Harvard.
Is this right? 21 shots versus 5?
21 shots to 5, 11 shots on goal to 1 for Penn out-shooting Temple. And to his credit, 10 saves for Preston Neal, but he could not get all of them. It's the one that gets through that's going to lose it for him. And Temple had every chance in this game. 7 fouls to 6, Penn to Temple. 7 corners to 5, Penn to Temple.
Great game.
At the end of the day, it's a great game, yeah. And Temple keeps it maybe closer than someone would have thought. They put up a great fight. That's an unfortunate loss to take in the final, allowing that goal with about 10 minutes left there.
It's one mistake. One mistake can what's it called? Snowball into something that you're not ready for, and it all comes when you're frustrated.
Yeah, but great defensive games from Preston Neal, Jaden Jackson, Lucas Agarter with great jobs. Teo Strand leads the Temple offensive with 3 shots, and the lone shot on goal comes from Rocco Haufglockner.
I guess that's all.
Yeah, that's all I've got. I'm Toby Derlin,
I'm Matt Crispy.
and have a great night.